yeah! Let's do a list. Stephen A. taking some time away, probably celebrating post-Christmas, pre-New Year, college football playoff, massive games coming up Tuesday night into Wednesday for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So 8 teams left. My opinion of the 5 biggest threats out of that group of 8. I'm going to start with number 5 and go to Happy Valley. The Penn State Nittany Lions, James Franklin, Ashton Jeanty, they're playing Boise State. One of the best, if not the best running back in all of college football this year. He's got to go against Drew Aller and Tyler Warren, Tyler Warren's best tight end in college football. Ashton Jeanty had a Heisman campaign-worthy season. He hasn't seen a run defense like Penn State's. Penn State has a road where they can knock off a team in Boise State that's not one of those Power 5 or Power 4 programs and make their way into that Final Four. Drew Aller, you got to play better. Okay, Drew Aller, I got to get you to play to the level that you're capable of. Number 4, I'm going to Steve Sarkisian's group in Texas. Texas is unbelievably talented. You can make the case it's the best defense that is left in college football. Quinn Ewers, can you stay hot? I really liked what I saw from Quinn Ewers in that game against Clemson. This defense takes the football away. They can run the football. Isaiah Bond is going to play on the perimeter. Can Quinn Ewers play 4 quarters? Because there was the Arch Manning conversation. Is he going to play in the red zone? Whatnot? Will he struggle? Can he continue off of that Clemson game and build off of that performance? That defense is fantastic. Number 3, Marcus Freeman, Notre Dame, Fighting Irish. One of the best defenses in college football. You're playing against a backup quarterback. Georgia does not have Carson Beck. And I understand Carson Beck hasn't been unbelievable this season, but he's been clutch. Riley Leonard continues to play at an unbelievably high level. Can they make big plays down the field? Can they take the football away? I just raved about Texas's defense. Can that defense take away football away? Al Golden, who is the defensive coordinator for Notre Dame, gets the opportunity to play against a backup quarterback making his first collegiate start. He is going to throw the absolute kitchen sink at them. I think those teams are set up to play really well because of their defenses. Number 2, I'm going the Oregon Ducks. The team that hasn't lost a game this year. They are the number 1 team in college football by ranking. I think they have who makes the case to be the best coach in college football in Dan Lanning. Dylan Gabriel is absolutely sensational. I think that he is going to be very timely throwing the football. And you're going to ask me, well, if it's not Oregon and they haven't lost, how are they not number 1? Who would be number 1? Well, it's the team that I think is the most talented football team. A team that I saw play against Oregon and beat Oregon, or was beating Oregon for 33 minutes, and then it fell apart a little bit at the end. A team that I think has the best player left in the whole college football playoff. Ohio State. I think Ohio State gets it done. Ryan Day in the conversation of if he doesn't win, they're going to fire him and all that. But Jeremiah Smith's the best player left in this playoff. He's their freshman receiver. He's number 4. Ohio State should throw him the football 10 times in this football game against Oregon. I think that while the Michigan loss stung, if Ohio State lines up and they play their A game, that's the best team in college football. And I also think this, while Oregon hasn't lost, it is so hard to get 18 to 22-year-olds to play their very best on a week-to-week basis. At some point, you have an off game. I think that happens against Ohio State.
Shannon! Wake up! What do you think of this list?
That's a flawless list.
I think it's terrible. He was doing a really good job. He was explaining everything about the defenses and how they play defense and how they do yada, yada, yada. And then this man picked Ohio State. Ohio State that was favored by 3 touchdowns against your rival at home and got the brakes stomped out of. That Ohio State, you keep talking about, you said it's hard for 18 to 20-year-olds to play consistent week in and week out. So I'm just trying to figure out, what does Ohio State have? Do they have 25, 26-year-olds?
No,
or are
but
they
that's
18
why
to 20 also?
Oh, but Shannon, you, first of all, this is a great list. Second of all, my point is, Ohio State has had that game or two where their young men just maybe played their B game or didn't play their best game.
End of Oregon and against Michigan. End of Oregon, too.
End of Oregon, yes. But for 33 minutes of that football game, Ohio State was the better football team on the road at Oregon, which is a brutal place to play. This is a neutral location. So, yeah, I got it. I'm all worked up now. Because I think that list is good. You're poo-pooing all over that list.
No. You look, I mean, you got a lot of defensive teams. I mean, you look at Texas probably has the best as far as offense and defense. It's hard for me
And
to see a
if you
scenario.
believe
Even
that-
though Georgia is starting a quarter.
If you believe that, don't you think Texas should be higher if they have the best offense and defense?
Yeah, absolutely.